What's up, everybody? Welcome in. We are here at the sheriff station doing a little bit of a preview of the Rams and the 49ers, of course. Typical stuff that we do here every single week. This one will be a little bit different. I'm not actually going to be leaving this one for today. I'll be just watching here, unfortunately. Did test positive, unfortunately, for COVID. So I am at home, super bored of being at home. Don't want to be at home anymore. Getting a little frustrated, but we're doing all right because we got the Rams game today, so it's going to be all good. I'm participating in the Blue Out as well, even though I will not be there. Of course, I am sick of being at home. I don't think I can drive that point home quite enough, but I think you guys get it. So feel free, guys. Any questions or anything like that? A little bit low energy today. I having a hard time getting hyped. This game, although, is getting me there, so that's good stuff. But anybody, like I said, any questions, anything like that, feel free to drop them. Or if you got score predictions as well, please drop that also. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of points in this one. I think that it will see more of a low-scoring game. I think it'll be both teams trying to control the pace of the game and going slow. So I don't see a whole lot of points being put up. I actually locked in my score prediction at my recent one this morning was 16-13. I just don't think that we see a whole lot in this one. Philip, let me try to help you out here, man. This Rams team has been playing a lot better on defense, and you look at some things that we can look at just in recent weeks. Here, I'll throw up this comment, the one that I'm referring to here. Since I won't be driving, I can actually pay attention to comments and stuff like that. And also, guys, heads up, my brain is extremely foggy. I'm having a hard time focusing on anything today. So if I get off track or anything like that, just bear with me, all right? Give me some patience, all right? We're doing great over here. But, yeah, man, the Rams defense has been playing really, really well these last X amount of weeks, 4 or 5 weeks, especially since this started. The Rams offense is playing, or defense has been playing extremely strong. So I would say hang on to that a little bit, man. We got obviously Cam Akers coming back into this one, but Sony Michel's been one of the better running backs in the NFL the last few weeks. Since week 12, OBJ is like second in the NFL in touchdown receptions. So there's a lot of reasons to be optimistic, I guess, about this game. Excuse me. All right, let's see here. Yeah, AJ, I'm hoping the Rams win this one for me too, man. I'm bummed. This is the hype of this week was like so off the charts and so awesome. And then Wednesday, actually, to give you guys the story, I rewatched to see when it hit me, and I was watching the show again, and it was when I was talking about Seattle in the rest of the West. I felt like I felt an energy drop in myself, and the rest of the show was a little bit lower energy than I'm used to, anything like that. And then I had a heck of a time. Like once I hit to end, because I started feeling it in my chest and stuff, I ended the recording, and it was a rough night, man. I don't think I went to sleep till like 2 because I was just so uncomfortable. Yeah, so I missed work Thursday and Friday, which I absolutely hate. But we are making some progress. I mean, I feel okay. It's just mainly my brain is extreme, man. This COVID brain thing they were talking about is very real. It's the first time I've actually experienced it, and yeah, but we're getting there. So let's see here. Take some beer. No beer for me today, man. I'm on some tea, and we got some water. I'm out of Gatorade, so yeah. It's good though. It's good. Appreciate all the well wishes here, guys. Let's see here. Do you think Cooper Kupp reaches the receptions or yards record? I'm not super confident in this anymore. I don't know if I should be, or if I'm just if I'm kind of being a downer on this week, but I'm starting to think that he is not going to hit. And I don't think that that'll be for lack of trying or anything like that. I just think it's now a little bit far out of reach. And I think that I would hate to see us try to force it and see something bad happen, I guess is kind of where I'm at with it now. I'm not nervous. I am curious to see if this team really wants to win the Super Bowl ever. I don't understand that question. I don't see why anybody on this roster would be like, you know what? I don't really want to win a Super Bowl. So, yeah. Let's see here. Trying to get through some comments here, guys. Ooh, I would love to see this, AJ. I would love to see this, man. I'm almost thinking that we would see AD come in for like a goal line play, but maybe in the playoffs. Maybe not necessarily in a regular season situation. Um, like how sick would that be though to see AD score his first touchdown at SoFi Stadium in a Super Bowl, like taking a running back handoff. You know what I mean? Like that'd be awesome. Mike says, also, I need another vacation. Oh, another vaccination. Well, I mean, in order to get another one, I have to get a first one. So I thought you said vacation. I do agree with that, and I'm not anti or pro or anything like that. I just haven't gotten it. Whatever. It's not a big deal. And I'm not going to say that you are right or wrong for getting it or not. Because that's. Let's see here. Tom says 34-20 for the Rams. This is also, I think, the first words I've actually spoken out loud in the last 2 days. So this is rather odd for me right now. Edwin, I'm 100% with you here, man. If Akers can do anything cool today, man, I actually have Akers on some money to score at anytime touchdown. It's not like his odds are that crazy or anything like that. I think I picked it up at plus 300, but would be really cool to see Akers. Not only is it cool to see him participating, but to see him actually be able to contribute today, I think would be exciting. I think that would be something that we can take into the playoffs as a reason to be more excited, because obviously this team's been playing really good football lately. So if you watched the Rams pregame with JB, MJD, and DeMarco, then you saw on that like the Rams defense in this 5-game winning streak, giving up just over 16 points a game, and that's actually pretty huge. And this time of the year is exactly what you want. I mean, I talk about it all the time on the show. Is that it's not necessarily about being the best team; it's about being the best team at the right time. And I think that this Rams team is playing their best ball heading into the postseason. So, yeah, man, it's massive to be playing the way that the Rams are playing right now. To be playing it this kind of ball at this time of year is reason to be excited for sure. But obviously, there's a lot that comes up, and will pop up in these next. Well, not only today, but also in the postseason. I mean, you never know what you're going to get. Any team can get hot, and excuse me. Yeah, man, we just gotta take care of it. Like, I mean, as easy as that sounds. I mean, if the Rams can keep doing what they are doing, though, I think that we're in a good spot. I absolutely agree with you, Josh. Here, key of the Rams game, or key of the game, the Rams front four has to dominate the 49ers line. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right, because these 49ers have been playing really physical against the Rams these last couple of years, and what we've seen is that work. And one thing we're hearing from this Rams team right now, this week leading up, is that we got to come out and establish that physicality early ourselves and not let them be the ones to push us around. So I think that that's something that we will see, and I'm looking for that early in the game, is to see how this team comes out early. Edwin says that Jags are beating the Colts. Man, this actually should not shock anybody. I actually picked this game correct. I did have the Jags beating the Colts. I don't know. It really shouldn't surprise too many people. The Jags haven't lost to the Colts in Jacksonville since 2014. It's a division game, though. That's one of those matchups, man. It's like thinking back to when the Rams were not a very good team and the Seahawks were looking at playoffs every single year, and we seem to go in and beat them every year. I mean, it's one of those things that happens. Mike is absolutely right. Matthew cannot throw another pick six. It's getting like absurd at this point. I mean, he's just got to be a little bit smarter with the football. Too many times, like he's making his decision before the ball snapped, and he's just. I think that's a big factor, and I think that's got to stop. He's a veteran enough. He's been around long enough that he has to be able to go through those progressions. And if he can't, then he doesn't, I guess. I mean, what am I supposed to say there? If he can't, then he's not our guy. But I mean, he is our guy, and he's going to be here for the next few years. So what is it? If you can't do it, you just can't. It just doesn't happen. But excuse me, AJ, what do you think are the top factors we need to guarantee a win today? I think time of possession is going to be the biggest tell. Time of possession and the turnovers. I mean, but that's every single game. So I think that's a cheapskate answer. But I think if the Rams can just come out and play physical and show the 49ers that we're not just going to roll over and let them do whatever they want to us, because I think it's safe to say that the average fan is nervous about the 49ers and don't want to play them. So if we can handle business today and boot them out of the playoffs and not have to worry about this, I feel decent about all the other NFC teams that the Rams would have to play against, whether that is the Saints, the Eagles, which seems like it could be likely first round teams. Playing against the Cowboys doesn't necessarily scare me. The Bucks, not necessarily. Cardinals, we beat them. We did lose to them, though. It's a division game, so who knows what would come from another matchup. Green Bay, they obviously are a very difficult team to play in Green Bay, and that's the biggest factor, I think, into that one. But I think if you play that one on neutral ground, I think it's a lot more even than I think other people anticipate, just because of the improvements the Rams defense has made in recent weeks. And you can point to all kinds of different things. You can point to overall season stuff, anything like that. But what we're really talking about is right now, and who can this Rams team beat today? And I think that's most teams. This team's playing good ball, man. Playing good ball. But I would say that in order to come out with a win today against the 49ers, have to establish the time of possession and not let them just kind of dictate the pace of the game to us. We need to be able to do it to them. And I don't know if you guys pay attention to other stuff. Like, I watch not only Rams press conferences, but sometimes I'll dip into other press conferences too. And I was watching one as an interview with Shanahan, where he said that if you're not running the ball 30 times against the Rams, then you're not preparing to win. You're not putting yourself in a position to win. And I thought that was really interesting. They ran it 44 times on this last time we played, and they beat us up. It was 31-10. I mean, that was our biggest loss of the season. And obviously, you know that the players know that too. They don't forget that happened. They don't forget that we already played this team. So I think that's going to be in a lot of people's minds. Sorry, guys, my brain is struggling today, so I'm trying to read comments here and also participate here. But I'm so sick of this, guys. I'm more frustrated than anything, man. This sucks. I hate not being able to work. That's probably my most frustrating thing. I hate not being able to leave my apartment. I want to go do things, and I want to go hang out with the squad and watch the Rams, but it sucks. Joel says offense has to start faster than we have the past month. Absolutely agree here too. Actually, see Joel's picture here, guys? If you pay really close attention, you can see me in the corner. Anyway, not important, but to talk about your point, Joel. This Rams team, I think right now we've seen some slow starts, and to come out and if we could get one of those moments like in week 1 where we hit Van Jefferson deep to start the game, I think that would do a lot for the rest of the course of the game. Edwin makes a good point here. Hopefully there's not a lot of Niner fans there at this stadium. I haven't seen a whole lot as far as Niners fans being there. I've only seen just a couple from the images that I've seen, and which is just so far tailgating stuff, which I'm assuming would be mostly Rams anyway. So hard to tell right now from where I'm sitting, which is in my room in Colorado. So I have no idea. But well, my room is actually over there. This is the sheriff station, but we have a Niners fan infiltrating. Welcome, by the way. And good luck to your boys, but not all the luck. Hopefully, you guys don't do that great. I just want to get out healthy, man. I like we're in the dance. I know that losing would suck, and I would hate to drop to a 5 seed if we lose and the Cardinals are able to defeat the Seahawks. But hey, just get to the dance, man. That's what I say every single start of the season is just get there. All we need to do is get there, and that's it, man. But yeah, that's all. I'm losing my train of thought every 30 seconds, guys. So sorry. We're doing my best. Jags did beat the Colts. Expected. I don't know. I picked that game right. I don't know why everybody's losing their minds. It's been quite a while since the Colts have defeated the Jags in Jacksonville, and even that translates into London, I think, too. But I actually had that one picked right. Let's see. Lions about to beat the Packers. That's cool. It's irrelevant. I mean, Packers came into that game knowing that they had the 1 seed already. So obviously Jordan Love played most of the game, the bulk there. So I don't think that should shock anybody either. Lions been playing the crap out of people. They have a good team, just not a good roster, if that makes any sense. I don't think it does, but I stand by it because they're headed in the right direction. They've got a really good GM. They got a really strong coaching staff, and they do have some pieces, but ultimately their roster is full of guys who would not make other rosters. So like they have guys starting who wouldn't make the team on other squads. So that's just a recipe for a number 2 pick. Greg Gaines, player of the game. Yeah, they're the fastest player in the NFL. Greg Gaines is he needs to have a big one again today because if it can't just be Donald, especially in the middle there. If Gaines can alleviate any of that pressure from Donald and help stop this run, then I think that'll be huge in stopping this run because that's what we need to do. I mean, if for every time we get 3rd and 3, just know that I'm sitting there frustrated about it because you have to get ahead of that. These 49ers are too good at picking up those short yardage ones. So I want to see. I like our speed on defense, especially at the linebacker spot. I like our speed there. As far as Kittle goes, he's obviously extremely difficult to cover. But what I've noticed is that he has been playing a little bit more outside on like 3rd downs, and maybe I'm just kind of cherry picking information here. Only watched certain percentage of snaps or whatever, but he does play outside a lot on those passing downs. So if we can get somebody like Ramsey on him, but I just don't want to see it again. Where I mean, it's too many times, and it still like I guess it has stopped a little bit, but too many times are we seeing guys like David Long covering Debo on 3rd downs and stuff like that. Like we just can't have that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And it's like I rewatched the Rams and 49ers Week 10 game last night, and seeing Leonard Floyd covering George Kittle on 3rd down, it was like, okay, that's not who we are anymore. So that's a plus. And yeah, we just can't see stuff like that. I really just can't. Yeah, Ramsey punch wrap again. I don't really have any like huge comments on that because I just don't think it's that story got blown up, and it was funny because it was only by Rams fans. It wasn't even by the media. Like the media didn't even care, and Rams fans were like, "It's over." It was like, okay, I guess whatever. Edwin seems to think we are going to play the Eagles. I would love that, man. That's such a cakewalk 1st-round game, and I know that you can't say that about any team, especially a playoff team or whatever. But let's not pretend like the Eagles are not the worst playoff team, like in both conferences here. I mean, they're just a first round exit, right? I mean, come on now. I'm surprised they're even here, to be honest. I didn't think that we would see the Eagles in the playoffs, especially with Sirianni, but I think that says a lot more about Hurts than it does Sirianni. I think that Hurts. I think Hurts is better than I anticipated this year, but I played better after that. Yeah, maybe, but he's got to stop blowing these coverages, man, because you can't tell me that there's not that at no point in your Rams fandom have you not watched a Taylor Rapp play and you've just like gotten extremely frustrated. You know what I mean? Jennifer's sick too. Dang, man. I hope you feel better as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It sucks. I feel decent. I mean, I've lived life feeling worse, if that makes sense. Like I've gone out and like not COVID related. This is COVID. I am 19'd up right now, but like I have like felt worse in other situations and like gone and lived my life and gone to work and stuff like that. And I hate not being able to work. It's extremely agitating to me, especially because I'm still learning my position. I'm still trying to figure out my place in my company and stuff. Trying to fit in with my role, and now I'm freaking not there, and it sucks. The best ability is availability, and I'm not available right now, so it's frustrating me. Let's see here, missing a couple comments. Yes, I am 100% with you here, Don. Rams have got to stop Jimmy Charlie checkdown Garoppolo from throwing those famous 2-yard passes. Yeah, man. The good news is the Rams defense has been playing a lot less of that umbrella bend but don't break disaster that we started the season with, and has really destroyed our averages. Like we last year were the number one defense in both points and yards, and this year we are extremely average, middle of the road. But with this roster, I mean, this doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So it's it's definitely something that ruined us for a little bit for most of the season, but recently we've kind of steered away from that, and I don't know if that was part of the plan. And it's like this feels crooked. It's a very Rams thing to do to kind of have a gauge over the season of say like, all right, well, we're going to start like this, but over the course we're going to kind of shift up and yeah, I mean, that's a very Rams thing to do. So I guess I'm not necessarily surprised. I'm just surprised is not the word. Because I don't know if I'm proud of Raheem Morris for shifting and actually starting to play good defense, or if I'm disappointed in Raheem Morris for starting so poorly with this roster. You know what I mean? It's like he came in and we heard that it was going to be the same scheme and it was dramatically different, and our numbers reflected that. I'm just happy where we are now, I guess, is the right way to really think about it. This is an interesting point from AJ. I think we need a couple more in the box and make a big stop in the first few series. We need to 3 out the 49ers and make them rethink their game plan. I absolutely agree with this. Because I don't think like we have the corners to cover their targets, I think. So we just need to get that pressure after them, you know? No. Not doing a watch party, guys. I like to just pay attention. I would not be fun to watch in a watch party because I'm not gonna be fun. You just see me like this is all you guys would see, like that. It wouldn't be fun. Yes, Josh, I do have COVID. That's why I'm not going anywhere. We are in the sheriff station. I'll be not in the sheriff station to watch the game, but yeah. Picked up the 19, rocking the Jovid-19 over here. It's unfortunate, but hey, I mean, hey, it's getting everybody out here, right? It was just my time. It was my time to get got. It happens. It's the world we live in right now, man. Everybody's catching COVID. I feel like the Rams might have trouble, Scott. All right. Scott thinks that the Rams will have trouble today. And yeah, I mean, let's not predict this just because we feel good about the Rams now. That this is not a difficult game and an obstacle to get over. But like DeMarco Farr said in the in the Rams pregame show, talking about the Rams and 49ers back then when he was playing, and he talked about it when I'm getting like a bunch of weird spam comments in YouTube here. If y'all see these, sorry about it. I don't know why that stuff pops in. I'll block people. But I have no idea what I was saying. Not even a clue. I'm so out of it right now. Is that a Jordan Fuller jersey? No, it actually is a Greg Zuerlein Super Bowl jersey. This is the same exact jersey that he wore on for media day leading up to the Super Bowl. That is the jersey that he had on that day. Dang, Josh, everybody's got it. Like I'm saying, man, everybody's got it right now. Everybody's getting COVID. I mean, everybody's got opinions and stuff like that too. But I'll say that if this is what COVID is, I mean, at least this new one, then let me live my life, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I get it. I totally do. But like, I want a burrito right now, real bad. I want some Gatorade, but I don't want to go anywhere. Like, I don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? Like, just because I feel a certain way about certain things, then I don't want to, go places and put other people in a situation where they might have to miss work as well or something. So I'm just here. Yep, Greg the Leg. That's my jersey. Lions win, but honestly, man, that's they didn't play the Packers. They played a preseason Packers team who didn't try. Bach looked winded after his limited snaps, but I'm sure he's going to be fine, especially when it comes to playoffs. Rodgers didn't play most of the game. They pulled most people. Yeah, and the Lions have been playing the hell out of people, so I don't think that's like even a no one that one. The Lions and the Jags winning should not blow anybody's minds. There is a new COVID every month, Josh. AJ, good question here. Did I like Zuerlein's nickname Legatron? That was actually the one that I used the least. I used Jeezy the most, young Jeezy for sure. I used other ones. What? Dude, oh my gosh. I hate not being able to think of stuff. COVID brain is like a for real thing, guys. I've been losing my train of thought. I cannot focus on anything. What was his other names? Just Greg the Leg and Legatron and Jeezy. I don't know, man. But the reason I love this one so much, the reason I loved that I got this one so much because it was that mystery pack. I didn't know what player I was going to get. The reason I love that so much is because we weren't in that game if it wasn't for Jeezy. And also, he was the only one to score points in that game. So that's good. But yeah, I liked it. Dude, they're out of them now? That's too bad, man. I wanted Mark Barron so bad. I would have fought somebody for Mark Barron. I would punch a toddler for a Mark Barron Super Bowl jersey, dude. Not your toddler. It makes you feel better. Somebody else's toddler. Lions are they're not that bad, actually. They started real bad. It's just their roster, man. I mean, they're headed in the right direction. Are we going to talk about the 49ers and Rams game? Let's see. Colts kick me off. Lions. Why are you so bad? Like, why are you so bad? Not Lions. Hmm. don't know. I don't really pay attention. Play too, you know. I don't play. I don't pay that close of attention to the Indianapolis Colts. God, everything's so forced right now. Jeez. I get normal thoughts out of my friggin' face. What is Sean McVay's drink of choice after a win? Dude, I think he. Do you think Sean McVay like gets drunk? Because I don't know. Ugh. I'm gonna say though, I feel like he just goes like something normal. Like he just grabs himself like a glacier cherry Gatorade or something. Just rejuvenates, man. Probably watches film or something. Josh, I think you're going too high on your estimate of Cam carries. I think that 8 to 13 is too high. I think he floats about 5. Score predictions, guys. Go ahead and drop them. I'm going low score. I'm going 16 to 13 LA Rams. Get a big old dub. Oh, that's a good point. McVay did drink in Cabo with Stafford. I really wish I could be a fly on the wall for that conversation and how that all went down, man. Like, I realize we've heard the story, but I want to see it, man. I want to watch that happen. I want like somebody like tapping McVay on the shoulder and be like, "Yo, look, is that Stafford over there?" Like, and he's like, "Oh, like," you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that'd be so sick. A double of the high quality whiskey. That would check out, man. He would probably do the whiskey. I'd do the scotch. I'm a scotch guy myself. Give me your double or your finest scotch, but neat. I don't get that ice out of there, man. Ruining my scotch. But I don't know where I was gonna go with that. This is the most agitating thing I've ever experienced in my life, guys. I'm freaking bored of being at home. I'm sick of not being able to work. I want to go to get a burrito, but I can't do any of that. I want to go watch the Rams game with my homies, but no, here by myself. Blew out though. Blew out. Hope you guys are blowing out too. I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna make this a whiny thing. All right. I'm trying to complain today. I was getting frustrated. All right. Just trying to live my life. The freaking COVID got me. Ugh. Do you think Sean McVay still gets ID'd, Daniel? Okay, we got another score prediction: 30 to 13. I like where your mind's at with this one, man. I like it. Let's see. Johnny G. Yes, Jimmy G is starting. I only pulled that up because I think it's funny. Yeah, Jimmy G is starting, but I fully anticipate that we do see both quarterbacks in this game. I like Glenn Levitt, Edwin. Glenn Levitt is my jam. That is my favorite. Scotchy Scotch. Oscar says, "Do I think Akers gets 20 or more touches?" No, I do not. I think he gets maybe 5 carries, but overall touches, I float him about 8. I don't think he goes too crazy here. I don't think we see a whole lot of Akers. Like, I just don't think he lights anything up today. I think that we just kind of get his feet wet. Let's keep in mind, guys, like injury aside, throw out the injury entirely. Let's keep in mind this guy hasn't played football all season. He's going to be rusty, if anything. Even if he's healthy, he's going to be a little bit rusty. And this is a huge game against a division rival who we've lost to 5 straight times. I don't think it would be responsible to give Akers a very healthy dose of carries. You know what I mean? Excuse me. I think that it should be a pretty heavy Sony day. And so I don't know. I think we see Akers, of course, but I just don't think that he actually lights anything up. Who has a breakout game for us on offense and defense? Sadly, I think that they will double cup all day, and OBJ breaks out with all of the AD double and triple teams. Von Miller gets 2 sacks for TFL. You know what? I'm actually feeling that. I mean, I say it every freaking week, so maybe it will happen eventually. Is OBJ having his breakout, man? I feel like it's gonna happen. Like it does feel like something that will happen. Is that OBJ absolutely just lights it up one day? But as far as a real breakout in this one, I don't know if you can call it a breakout if we're just going to say that I think Van Jefferson has a big day. But on defense, I do think that Vaughn can have a big day. I want to see Justin Hollins get another big day. He came in. Obviously, he was hurt for most of the season, and that first game back, he did have a decent. He had some good pass QB pressures, excuse me, and he had a decent day. But then the following week, kind of just looked a little bit more sloppy. So I'd like to see him get another big day. Let's see. First thing you're going to do after you get over COVID, I'm just going to go to work, dude. It won't be exciting, but I need to be there. I want to be there, and I hate that I'm not. That's all. And Ram Showcase will not be affected. I promise that even if I'm not working, I'll still do it, even if my brain is this much of a disaster. My brain is messed up right now, guys. I feel like I can't focus. I'm clearly losing my train of thought all the time, but we're getting there. Cup breaking records? We'll see, man. I hope so. Oscar. I would like to see him get in there, but also, I mean, he could have zeros, and if we win, I'm stoked. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at right now. Yeah, Tyler is absolutely right. This would be a getting loose game for Cam Akers. This is one to kind of get him back into the flow, get him back into that game day rhythm, and then next week we should see him as more of a full go. AJ says Akers gets 10 touches max. He's just going to get his feet wet and back into the groove. Absolutely. Scott with the prediction, 23-29. The LA Rams coming out on top. Appreciate you, Scott. Almost called you Zach. That's pretty close. Yeah, so this one's actually pretty exciting stuff because we could see Stafford lock in. He needs 3 touchdowns to tie Warner for most touchdown passes in any single season in Rams franchise history. So hopefully we'll see that. And then, I mean, my score prediction will be wrong if that happens, but I don't care. I mean, I'll be wrong on that. That's not a problem at all. But so 3 for that, and then 183 to get to that yards record as well. So keep your eyeballs peeled on that one. Does winning the West really matter for us? Absolutely it does, Oscar, because that means we get to play at SoFi next week. If we do not win this game and the Arizona Cardinals beat the Seahawks, then we go on the road. And I think that's a massive difference. And this would also be the first playoff game at SoFi Stadium. So we want that for sure. You ain't got to say that I'm the best, Edwin. I appreciate it, but man, there's some very, very amazing other Rams YouTubers out there, and I'm just pumped to be part of the community. Like it's not about being the number one guy, anything like that. I do appreciate it. I'm not trying to put down your compliment or anything like that. I do genuinely appreciate it, but I just try to put out the best show that I can every single week, and I like being part of the community. I've made some really good friends, people that I do consider my friends now, based off doing this. And yeah, it's been quite the journey, man. 5.5 years, so coming up on 6 actually. March will be 6 years of Ram Showcase, so we're getting there. But it's just fun, man. The community is so cool. There's so many great people who make Rams content that. Yeah, the fact that I'm able to be part of it and that I get to steal some eyeballs and some watch time from everybody, because I know that everybody watches most other people. You know what I mean? It's not like we each have our own fan bases who watch us and stuff like that. And that's what's so cool about it too, is that we are willing to talk with each other, and we're not enemies. Basically, we're all in it for the same thing, which is to talk about the Rams, put out good content, man. And I'm far from the only one that does that, for sure. There's so many talented Rams content creators out there. Let's see here. I will give the AZ Sports fan all of the crap when we win the West. I've got my my sign I made on the NFC West roundtable. Got this bad boy. Maybe I'll sign it and send it to him. I only made that because he made one after he beat us in week 4. Jerk. Not yet. I will. We'll get that ready, AJ. NFC West champions. I'll get that. Yeah, I'll have to make a new one for sure. Jimmy G is playing. Jimmy G is the starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. I kick off in 5 minutes, guys, so I'll be bouncing out of here real quick. Bosa versus Whitworth. Oh, yeah, that also reminds me, guys. Trent Williams is not playing in this game, so that offensive line takes a big hit today for the 49ers. That's a big hit. Thank you, Oscar. I appreciate the heck out of that, man. I may or may not do post-game. We'll see how I'm feeling, man. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, all right, and this is one thing that I try not to ever really just talk about myself and my personal stuff that I do, but actually, Deshaun talked me into it one time. He's one of the best human beings that I know. He talked me into it one time of actually talking about my grandma and my uncle, and I got a very positive response from that. I was very outside of the realm of things that I do, but he gave me some advice, and I went ahead and did it. So I try not to talk about myself. That's kind of a path I've always tried to take or whatever, but because it's not about me. I mean, this is not for me. Ram Showcase is not. It's not Joe's show. You know what I mean? It's not Joe's. It's not Sheriff Joe Baggs' thing. It's our thing, and you guys are as much of a part of it as I am in my eyes. So Rams are coming out, so I got to get going, guys. But to let you guys know, to do this live, I've been in here for a little over 40 minutes. I am officially exhausted now. We also got a big old Rams game that I'm sure I will not be extremely calm for. So going to be, I got to take all these things into consideration. So if I'm not feeling the best after this course, then yeah, we'll go. Dylan, what up, man? Welcome in. Just about to pop out of here because the Rams are about to kick off here against the San Francisco 49ers. Big old game. But rocking the Jovid-19 over here, so we will stay at home for this one. Don't want to put anybody else in any situation that might not be favorable for their life circumstances. So we are staying home, being boring, watching here by myself. Got my cat. So it's me and Carl. He's not in blue, unfortunately. So he's not participating in the blue out. So speaking of blew out, how about after this game, we talk about how we blew out the 49ers. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here, man. I need to go watch this game. We're starting here. After this, though, we get a playoff preview next week on Ram Showcase. So, guys, keep your eyeballs peeled for that one. We'll be shooting some Rams content, some Rams playoff preview directly into your cranium via your eyeballs as well as your ears. So Ram Showcase, when that drops this week, guys, it's going to be a big one. We go usually a little bit crazier for the game previews for the playoffs. We even do like ref breakdowns and stuff. So it's good stuff, guys. But hey, guys, enjoy this game. Rams 49ers got a big old one today. If the Rams win, we win the NFC West. We can lose if the Arizona Cardinals lose as well. We all NFC West. 49ers get booted out of the playoffs with a loss to the Rams, as well as a Saints win over the Falcons, which also kicks off here in just a few minutes. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Love you guys. Appreciate the heck out of everybody who spent some time with me here today. But